Hello world!
Today we are in Daegu and we are gonna hike Palgongsan, which is one of the first hikes we ever did in Korea, but we were using Google Maps, which doesn't work here, so I think this is gonna be a completely different experience.
Yeah, we're already 4 hours ahead of schedule from where we were 8 years ago or 7 years ago. So things are going good. We've got some little bread, biscuits to munch on, and bus stop is just 100 yards outside of the train station exit.
So we got about a 40 to 50 minute bus ride out to where we're gonna start our hike, and then we'll see if it goes 15 times better this time.
Yes.
All right, let's go. All right, we got off the bus and we are now at the Donghwasa stop. And we're gonna head straight up to that temple.
So this is a map of the whole provincial park, and you can see that there's just trails and signs, markers everywhere. So as long as you get out here to one of these main parking areas, you can hike out here all day and do all sorts of different courses and different routes, long, short. You can go 2-hour hiking or you can do 12-hour hiking and enjoy the day out in the mountains. All right, we made it to Donghwasa Temple. We did a big tour. Check out these beautiful pictures and videos of the gigantic white stone Buddha. That's the main thing to see while you're here, as well as probably over a dozen, little other temple houses and things around. And then now that we're done visiting the temple, we have made it to the signpost that has all sorts of options. We are going to be heading up to Dongbang, which is almost all the way up. It's a 3.4K to Dongbang, and then another 0.3 from there to the Bidobang, which is the main summit. So you'll basically come through the big main parking lot. The people are heading over to the left to go to the main temple, and we are going to be heading up the road here, and this should turn into a dirt road pretty quickly, and we'll get up to the tops of the peaks here in a couple hours. All right, let's go. All right, made it to our next day signpost, 3.2K, and you're gonna come up the road and take the sharp turn, come up here, sharp turn, and head up that way.
We've made it to the 1.5 mile marker left to the top for Dongbang, and we ran across the temple. So definitely go and check that bad boy out.
Yeah.
Super pretty.
There's some Buddha carvings, huge Buddha carvings in the rocks that are dating back to, they estimate, the year like 900.
Woo!
So it's pretty cool to think that there's some ancient people milling around up here, carving stuff in the rocks, and here we are just checking Instagram on our smartphones. Same place, different time.
All right, there's the temple, there's the peak sign.
About 1 mile left.
1.5 kilometers to the first peak, and then we'll do a little bit more to Beer Bong.
Beetle.
Let's go.
We've made it to the Dongbong and Birobong split. We have about 0.4K or quarter mile out up to Birobong, and then we will turn around and come back and go up that way to Dongbong and follow the ridgeline in a nice horseshoe shape around the park. So we made it to the summit. Yay!
Those are the summit stones.
Lunch done.
And it was amazing. Maybe because I was really hungry.
The summit is, I'll be honest, it's like 4 out of 10 stars. It's not that great. It's cool to get to the summit stone and see, you know, because it's the highest point, but the views and stuff aren't that great.
And right next to Birobong, like literally is the Dongbong, which we're heading to next. That little lump you see right there, you'll get the same views. So unless you really want to go to the highest peak in the park, you can just keep going to Dongbong. Made it to Dongbong.
Yeah, great views.
Yeah, this one's way better than the Birobong.
Yeah, Birobong I would even make it, that's like 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's pretty abysmal. We'll show you. You can take a look at it and just see, you're kind of just surrounded by
The radio towers.
Yeah.
I mean, which is cool if you've never been there, but
Yeah. What, the 45 minutes?
yeah.
Out and back? Yeah. Trail's a little steep right here, so we have the stair ladder built into the rocks. You can go first. I don't know if there's a wild boar or not around that corner.
I'm skinnier.
There's a step right there.
So this is a spot where we took a picture 5 years ago. So we're gonna take another one and we'll put them side by side. I can't believe we actually found it. So we've hit this intersection. Dongbong Peak, Gawabi 6.6, and then you'll see these two, Donghwasa. We're gonna head back down to Donghwasa. We have a 6:30 train to catch, so you can keep going and drop down, but we'll have to do that next time. So 3 kilometers down, back to the temple.
It'll be good. Let's go.
We came to a weird intersection we thought we'd share. So we just came down those steps, and you either have the choice to go down the hill or go straight across. We're gonna go straight across because that takes us closer to the temple. But there's no markers. So if you don't have Cacao Maps, that might be a little hard. So we literally just popped out right where we started our loop.
Yeah,
That was absolutely amazing.
that was great. So total loop was almost 10K. And, well, no, not quite, because we got like 1K to go down.
Yeah.
pretty
We
much,
still have to go
pretty much.
to the temple, but that's the road we started on.
Yep.
And then that's the road we just dropped down on.
So, very little planning. Worked out well.
Yeah, it's a good park. So definitely hit it up if you're in the Daegu area and you want to hike. You can get some good mileage in here.
Yep. Another quick idea is you can take the cable car up about 3/4 of the way up the mountain, and then you can get to the ridge line a little bit easier. And I'd say the ridge line is just absolutely breathtaking, beautiful views. It's a little technical.
Yeah.
It's not a beginner level hike or kid-friendly hike, but consider taking the cable car up, cut yourself, you know, 3 kilometers or a couple miles of brutal
Yeah, just
up steep, rocky step stairs up, and then you can spend all that time on the ridgeline and skip Birobang.
Yeah. Skip
If you
Birobang.
aren't worried about getting to the highest point, just go straight to Dongbang and head right along the ridgeline and just enjoy the beautiful horseshoe views of the valley.
Yeah, so get out and hike Korea.
Let's go.